Hello everybody, it's Mr. Second Amendment, and today I want to do a quick video about trying to revamp or update your gear to keep it working for you into the future. And I see this in the gun shop all the time, but there's people who have plenty of gear all around them, good gear that maybe needs a little bit of this or that, needs a little parts or needs to be retrofitted with something, and they just think the whole thing is crap, so they want to go out there and spend a lot of money buying new gear, when in reality they can use the same stuff they've been using, they just maybe need to tweak it a little bit. And that's kind of in line with the spare parts video, the AR15 gas ring video. So this is kind of trying to get more extended use or bringing your gear up to date and keeping it practical for you. So what I'm doing today is I'm switching out some followers of my old school 30 round mags, and I'm using the Magpul, the enhanced self-levering followers. And these guys right here are basically, they're meant to replace the standard green or black 30 round AR mag followers, the ones that tilt everywhere. And they've got basically four-walled anti-tilt protection, left, right, and then forward, back from the follower from tilting, which you kind of see. Bring into focus here. This guy right here, this is an older follower. There's a little bit of tilt action going on. Now, that may not seem like a lot, and honestly, I've never had any reliability issues with this magazine. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not really happy with how much tilt is going on. And actually, this is mild compared to you guys who have the green followers. You know what I'm talking about. All you do is you take a screwdriver or your cleaning brush and you poke this one this way or one way or the other, and the whole follower just flips around. Okay, so this is relatively mild compared to the black or the green ones, which is what these Magpul units are meant to replace. So with that said, first thing we have to do is we have to go ahead and unload the magazine. And just kind of a little miniature tip here, you grab a collection pot and you take the back end of a case, and you basically, let me get us in focus here, when you take that back end of the case, you're going to take the butt of the case and swipe it in that channel to start getting rounds out of the magazine. Okay, now the orange, I've had pretty good luck with the orange, and this is kind of a little demonstration here as to what we're looking for. If I do this, there's really not a whole lot of tilt. If I push on a very extreme end, either way, this whole unit pretty much goes down. There's really not a lot of play left to right, but there is enough for dirt and stuff to be in there, which is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, these happen to be D&H. These are really good quality for the money. These are like $9 each, and really good for that price point there. Okay, so moving on from that, we're going to take these mags apart, and if you have old metals just like this, what I like to do, usually I make these little ghetto Magpuls. I like to make these little ghetto Magpuls so there's enough room so I can pull it and hook it onto one end or the other. This case I made it a little short, but it's still going to work. You're going to take your screwdriver. In this case, you got the Leatherman here, the rebar, and I'm going to, if you have the old school followers, the Magpuls are so much better. I'm going to get some leverage. I'm going to try to yank it and kind of slide it over. We can kind of see it's starting to move back. Normally I'd cover this, but I'm going to let that do the work so the spring doesn't fly across the room. And I'm just going to kind of finagle my way out. And this is a little bit kind of difficult because I got the 100-mile-an-hour tape in the way. But kind of it's the same process. So we're going to swing that around. Okay. All right, we're going to put the mag body to the side. Now this would be the time, especially if you have dust or dirt in here, this would be your moment to get in there with some brake cleaner or something like that, air compressor with a hose, something like that, and just get all that dust out if you're having issues in there, and also on the spring. Now on a lot of these, let's get back in focus here, we've got it kind of hinged into the follower, so I'm going to have to kind of twist and finagle my way out of there. I don't want to do too much damage. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab some pliers here. There we go. This task would be, like I said, this would be a lot easier with without the Magpul, the ghetto Magpul situation. But I'll live. It's not that bad. Okay, so I finally got it in. I'm kind of holding it down with my pressure. This is our mag profile. Okay, so obviously copper is this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part just like that, and I'm just going to slide it and make sure I'm in focus so you can see that. Just going to slide it under that ledge, and just kind of fill in the gaps until it pops. Okay, now the old school way we used to put in, just as a side note, we used to put 550 cord and knot it and put it through. That's before we ended up doing stuff like this or the Magpul units came out. So you can do that at that time if you wanted. Okay, so now let's look at the difference. All right, that is much more reliable when it comes to, you know, the tilt. There is no tilt. Not really a whole lot going on left to right, and I'm pushing down, and that is how it should be right there. If you have the orange or you have the Magpul foliage green, okay, that means you're good to go, because these both are doing a pretty good job. If you have the green, like the lime green or the black, that means you may want to look into replacing it. Just a thought, you know, you may have good reliability with your mags anyway, so, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But in this case, you may want to do kind of a preventative measure to keep reliability up. So anyway, thanks for watching.